Jack Wilshere conceded that Arsenal had underestimated Östersunds after Thursday's Europa League embarrassment, claiming the only positive from their poor display was progression into the last 16. The tie seemed well out of reach of Arsenal's Swedish visitors before kick-off, with Arsene Wenger's side taking a 3-0 aggregate lead into the second leg, but despite progression into the next phase, the 2-1 defeat makes for tough reading. Wilshere, who was a dejected figure after the defeat, was trusted with the captain's armband by Wilshere, but failed to make the impression he intended ahead of Sunday's Carabao Cup final with Manchester City. Jack Wilshere conceded Arsenal had underestimated Östersunds on Thursday night, related article's previous one next Bournemouth midfielder Lewis Cook on being the first England. Manchester City striker Sergio Aguero decides not to press. Arsenal 1-2 Östersunds, 4-2 AG, Arsene Wenger's side. Gabriel Jesus continues recovery since returning from. Share this article. Share. Yes, they deserved the win, especially in the first half, Wilshere told BT Sport after the game. We were nowhere near good enough. And to be honest, we improved a bit in the second half, but we still weren't good enough. But we are through. We will see who we get tomorrow, but we have a really big game on Sunday to focus on now. Former Gunner and BT Sport pundit Martin Keown labelled the tie a dead rubber ahead of kick-off, but was soon eating his own words as Graham Potter's Swedish outfit went in at halftime with a 2-goal advantage. Wilshere was handed the armband in an embarrassing 2-1 defeat by the Swedish side. Östersunds raced into a 2-goal lead at the Emirates to set up a potential comeback. 2 goals in as many minutes put Potter's men in control as the boos began to ring around the Emirates. Sead Kolasinac restored some pride by pulling one back after the break, but Arsenal were miles off the pace. When you're 3-0 up, you still have to go out again. We know it's only half-time, and we know what quality they want to play, Wilshere added. Wilshere claimed the Gunner weren't good enough and need to focus. No matter the opposition, maybe we underestimated them a little bit, but the main thing is we are through. We know we weren't good enough, and we will accept that and move on. The only positive Wilshere could be mustered was that they progressed, and it's fair to say other than Kolasinac's goal, that was all there was to clutch on to. We are through, and that's probably the only positive. They, Östersunds, deserve to be in this tournament as much as we do, he added. BT Sport pundit Martin Keown admitted the Arsenal performance is worrying. The draw for the next round takes place on Friday. Keown, though, was holding little hope for Arsenal's silverware prospects ahead of the draw and this weekend's League Cup final. He said, "There's a cup final coming up, and there's so many players on the pitch there that get limited opportunities, and it's worrying that the players who follow the main group are not at the same level." They weren't at the races today. It was an embarrassing first-half performance. Arsene Wenger is in the mood for a change. If you look at the number of players he has let go in the last 2 transfer windows, it's staggering. And there might be a few more that are considered to not be good enough for the future. Related articles. Previous one. Next, Bournemouth midfielder Lewis Cook on being the first England. Manchester City striker Sergio Aguero decides not to press. Arsenal 1-2 Ostersunds, 4-2 AG, Arsene Wenger's side. Gabriel Jesus continues recovery since returning from. Share this article. Share.